on the farm. Tilling garden number 2. We get this baby going. Chickens have been doing their job. Yes, Merritt, you're working hard there. And then there's the other bed over there where all the potatoes, brassicas, and eventually beans and corn will go. And this will be tomatoes, cucumbers, peppers, and maybe some more beans. Hello and good morning, or good afternoon. I'm not sure exactly what time it is. I am chitting the rest of my potatoes today. I have some that I've already chitted I'm going to put in the ground. I have a bunch more that really just started getting their sprouts, so I'm going to get those chitted, C-H-I-T-T-E-D. And I'm going to start getting some hopefully out on the ground today. That's the goal. And you can actually do a second planting of potatoes in June. Right now it's April 2nd, which I really wanted to get these in earlier, but I think it's okay. So I'm going to get these in as soon as I can. Then I'm going to spend a couple more days while these cure, and then they will go in hopefully later this week. So let me show you what I'm doing. These are the ones I've already chitted. I've got some purple potatoes, some russets, some reds, and some gold Yukons. These are going in the ground because they either only have one eye on them or they've already cured. So let me show you what that looks like in a second. Right now, I'll show you how you actually chit a potato. I love that word. You gotta be careful how you say it. So here we have a potato that's sprouted, and you want to get seed potatoes because seed potatoes are potatoes that have not been sprayed with a what do they call it? A sprout inhibitor. Most potatoes at grocery stores have been sprayed with a sprout inhibitor to keep them from sprouting, which ironically, I feel like almost all mine sprout anyway. But here you see, we've got several eyes. We've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and some other small ones, 5, 6. So each of those eyes can actually become a separate potato plant. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut this to at least about a 1 square inch minimum and make sure that each piece has an eye, and then we'll cure that raw part for a day or two until it looks like this, where it has got this kind of seal, this hard seal on it, and then we can put it in the ground. Put it in the ground with this part down like this, and then this will become the plant leaves, and the roots will come out and these other little eyes. Okay, so these will go in the ground today, and these I will cut for you as a demonstration. Okay, so here we have our potato that we're gonna chit, and I'm kind of deciding the best way to do this here. I'm gonna start by cutting it in half and trying to not cut that sprout through the middle. So, right, you also wanna make sure you have a clean knife so you're not getting bacteria on the plant. And then I see I still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not gonna be able to get each of these in their own plant. Otherwise it'd be too small of a potato. So I'm gonna go here. So that's about 1.5 square inches. If I cut it anymore, it might be too small. And then I'm gonna cut 1 eye, 2 eye, right down on the left of that eye, and that will be another potato plant. So there's a couple. And then this one, we've got 1 here and 1 here. So I'm just gonna go right down the middle like this. And then I'm gonna set them in a tray with the raw side up so it can cure, and it should be ready to go in the ground in a couple of days. And then I will just continue to do these with all these plants. So instead of having what looks like about 12 plants, this will actually multiply into 36 or 40 different potato plants. Pretty awesome. So I wink wink have the first row of potatoes done here, and we are no, Merritt, no, you can be in it but you don't talk. We're only doing 1 row today because we have to let our other ones cure, but it's good. We got 1 whole row here, and I'll just show you how we set it up, and we have a lot more to go. So basically what we've done is we've built a trench that's 4 inches wide, 6 to 8 inches deep, and I've laid the potatoes with the sprouts up. about 6 to 8 inches apart. In the past, I feel like that's a good spacing for these plants. Too close, they won't have enough room to get lots of potatoes. Too far, and they kind of fall over and don't support each other. So I've laid them out here, and I'm only going to cover them up 2 to 3 inches, not much. So you can see here, I've got those uncovered, and I've already started covering these up. And I'm actually leaving a trench, because once they start to sprout, then I'll start covering them up a little bit more and a little bit more, and eventually we'll have a mound. So right now they're about 6 to 8 inches down in the dirt, and I will cover them about 2 to 3 inches with dirt and wait till they sprout again. And then hopefully here in the next rest of the week, we're gonna put several more rows down in here. And my plan is to interplant these with cabbages and cauliflower and beans when it's time. Okay, we're moving on from potatoes and we're getting into garlic. And I have my helper here splitting up the heads of garlic and get to the individual cloves. And then we've got some onion sets here. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3 rows of onions and then 2 rows of garlic. I would have, no, Charlie, you're gonna help me with onion sets. I would have liked to have more, but this is what I got for the time being. So here we go. We're going to get going. Okay, so we have onions, 2, 3, 4. There's my marker. We've got garlic here and garlic here, all the way down. And now where these onions are, I'm gonna make a row of asparagus. And then 2 feet over, I'm gonna start another row. The first 4 plants, yes, will be rhubarb. And then after that, I don't know. And now it's snowing. Hurry up, please. This is spring in Michigan.